All right, welcome back. We recapped constructors, and again, constructors are special methods that are used to initialize the values for properties and fields attributes. All right, so now we are going to start object-oriented programming today. Let me create a package for object-oriented programming. Are you there, Mr. Jahid?
Yes, I'm here.
Java OOP. And Anis sir, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, fine. What is object-oriented programming? What is object-oriented programming?
It is about creating an object that is from the class, contains both data and method, properties, attributes, fields, etc.
Human. Just a minute. Mr. Albert is calling me. Just a minute. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So, we have created a class. Okay, we have created class, and in front of class we have two keywords. What are these? What is public?
It's a built-in keyword.
Class is what? What is public? Question is, what is public?
Access modifier.
Access modifier. What does it mean?
To allow to access.
Exactly. Public is access modifier. Meaning anyone from outside of the class, this human class, anyone can access into the class and access all the properties and methods of human class. Okay, not only from this package, from Java basic package also can be accessed, even from different packages, from different class, anyone can access whatever we have inside human class. Okay, and we have some other access modifiers. What are these? Defaults and protected and private. Usually we use public and private. Okay, usually we don't use this. And default, you know, when you are not using anything, that means default. Like we use void, name of the method. Okay, so if you don't use anything here, this is default. Okay, remember we mostly use public and private, and in test automation we use only public and default. Okay, now what is class? What is class here? This class is keyword, right?
Yes.
This is keyword, no doubt, keyword. Why class keyword is used? Why?
It is used for create the object.
For creating class. Okay,
Oh,
to create human class we need class keyword. Okay, what is class scope?
isn't it the opening curly braces to closing curly braces?
Yes,
Inside that, whatever we have.
yes, whatever we have inside the opening curly braces and closing curly braces just after the class name, that is class scope. All right,
Yes.
so what do we have inside the class scope?
We have inside the class we have method, attributes, variables, fields.
Yes, inside the class scope we have what?
We have method,
Class variables, attributes, fields,
fields,
properties, and
method.
methods. Okay, even we can have also constructors. So sometimes interviewer can ask you, can we have constructors within the class scope? The answer is definitely yes, there can have constructors. Definitely there is constructor, always there is constructor. Even if we don't create any constructor, Java create itself a constructor that is invisible. Okay, if you can tell this to interviewer, you are super programmer. Okay. All right, so now we need an entry point. What is entry point for Java? What is entry points? Main method is the entry points for any Java programming, because without it you cannot execute your program. You cannot run your Java program without main method. Now the main method has 3 different keywords. You know already public. What is static?
Method.
Yeah, it's indicating the main method is static. Definitely. At the same time, static belongs to class, belongs to human class. It doesn't belong to object. Okay? Since it is belong to class, whenever we use static keyword for any method, static method doesn't need of object to be accessed. Whatever we have inside the static method, we can access them without creating any object. Clear? So now we can declare string name, or we can simply declare and define name is Hima. We define it too. And int age is 23 and double salary is 120k. All right. What are these? These are states, right? What are states? States are properties, attributes, and fields. All right. At the same time, these are variables. Whenever we declare the variables outside of the main method, these are global variable. We say class variable. Okay. Whatever we declare and define inside the main method, they are local scope variables, local variables. Now any animal including human beings, any animal including human beings, even anything, it can be car, it can be house, it can be computer, it can be television, whatever, it can be cell phone, whatever around us, all are objects. Whatever we have around us, all are objects. Okay. And every object, including class, not only object, including class, anything, any animal does have two characteristics. One is its states, another one is behavior. Okay, behavior. So what is behavior? Behaviors are method. Say for example, human can run. When I type run, any action verb, and after verb, when I put parenthesis, it becomes a method. Okay, and we call it behavior. Human beings, it has states. States are properties, attributes, fields, meaning what does someone has, whatever he or she has, that is belong to states. And these states are properties, attributes, and fields. Okay, human being definitely does have name, and name is Hima. Hima does have an age is 23, and since Hima is working, she does have also salary. And Hima does have behavior too. This human beings does have behavior too. Behavior indicates action, verb that he or she can perform. So human being can run, human beings can eat, right? Human beings can sleep, human beings can read. These are behavior, and in programming language we call them methods. Methods are always action verb ends with parenthesis. All right, whatever you see ends with parenthesis, these are methods, these are behaviors. Okay, okay, human can run. Okay, now this is main method. Now question is, what do we have inside the class? Inside the class we have states and behavior. In programming language we say properties, attributes, fields, and methods. This is also method, but it is main method, inbuilt method. Okay, now to access all the properties and methods of the class, these are properties of the class, methods of the class, to access them we have to create object from class, because we want to access everything. whatever we have inside the class. To access them, we have to create object. So this is class. From this class is nothing but template or blueprints or formats, okay, or just design from where we can create object. Okay, human 1 equal to, we need new keyword and name of the class parenthesis semicolon. Now whenever we type equal to new keyword with class name parenthesis semicolon, an object has been created, and this human 1 is reference variable that is pointing to the new object. Okay, all right, we can create n number object, but the reference variable will be little change. It cannot be same, as these objects are though look like same but not same. They are different object. Okay, now we can access the object, access all the properties and methods. Okay, now we can see we have run method. We can access it now. We can execute Java application, Java program, and see human can run. We can access it, and you can access all of them if you want to access them. How? You can say CSO control spacebar and human 1 dot name. Same way you can just copy and you can say h okay, then salary, right button click, Java application, here it is. Now if you want to access with second object, you can do it. But the problem is all will be same because both object is accessing all the properties and methods, same properties, same method, using their reference variable. But we need different. That is why we need what? We need to reassign to the properties and attributes and fields for human 2 reference variable, for second object actually, for new human. So we have to say human 2 name equal to not Hima, this is Barbara. Okay, and human 2 dot age equal to 27, and human 2 dot cell equal to 150k. Now it will be different. Okay, so though we don't see any constructor, there is constructor. By default, Java create constructor and it's working. We can see it. It is invisible. But in that case, the problem is if there is 50 objects, say for example we have to create 50 objects or 100 objects, then again and again we have to write this code. We have to redefine the values for different objects, right? So we have to write a lot of codes. That is why we need visible constructor, so that we don't need redefine the values again and again and write 100 of lines of code in real projects. All right, clear? But without creating visible constructor, we can still move on. But we have to write a lot of codes again and again. Okay? Any question?
No.
Okay, fine. I want to keep every session around 30 minutes. Okay? If you don't have question, we will go for another 15-minute break, then come back and we will work on inheritance. Okay, we will inherit from human class to another child class. Human is here superclass or parent class, base class, principal class, or superclass. We will create another class, and without declaring and defining these variables, properties, attributes, fields, and also method, without creating it, we can access from another child class and use all these properties and methods. And the concept of inheriting from superclass by subclass or child class is called inheritance. Okay, and we are going to discuss with inheritance after the break. Okay, it's now 9:10. We will come back at 9:25. Okay, all right.